Good morning, everyone. On behalf of Fakir Mohan University, I extend a warm welcome to all esteemed guests, participants, students, and faculties at this celebration of World Entrepreneurship Day. With due respect, as our esteemed vice chancellor is not present due to official work, he will join virtually within few minutes. Let's start the meeting. Dignity presents are Chief Guest Professor Santosh Kumar Tripadi, Honorable Vice Chancellor at University. Guest of honor Professor Padmanabhan Rao, Department of Business Management at University. Resource person Dr. Manoj Pandar, Founder and CEO of Go Carrying Industries Private Limited. Mr. PLC Sarangi, CEO of Knowledge Innovation and Technology Private Limited, who will be there in the virtual mode. Mr. Abhishek Mani, Project Head of Go Carrying Industries Private Limited, and Coordinator Professor Pankaj Pari, Coordinator of FMU-TBI. We are honored to have you all here today to share your insights and expertise with us. Now, may I request all the dignitaries present on stage kindly raise the dice and inaugurate this event by waving the mic. May I request all the dignitaries on the dais and our guests present online and all the members in this hall to stand up for university anthem. I request our student volunteers to present flags and things to our guests on the desk. Now, I want to welcome our esteemed Vice Chancellor as our chief guest of this event, who is joining us virtually. He has been instrumental in establishing our incubation center because of his visionary leadership. He has continuously added innovative practices to strengthening entrepreneurship and startup activities at Fakir University. Under his guidance, our university has been accredited NAAC A grade and secured NIR ranking between 150 to 200. not only a great leader and administrator but also one of the finest educators. So with this note, I am privileged to welcome Professor Santosh Tripathi sir as a chief guest for the celebration of World Entrepreneurship Day. Now I want to welcome Professor Padma Rausre, Professor in Department of Business and Management and Coordinator of PMI. She is the guiding force behind nurturing several entrepreneurial activities and mentoring various programs on campus. We are thankful to have us with us today as a guest of honor. Now I want to introduce our resource person, Dr. Ramanus Panda. Dr. Panda is the founder and CEO of Go-Carry Industries Private Limited and a pioneer in agri-tech innovations across Eastern India. With a veterinary science background from OUAT and PGDRM and MBA from IRMA, he excels in transforming traditional farming with advanced technology. Having led major product portfolios at Amul and Kevin, delivering multiple revenue growth, he successfully launched the Go-Carry app to empower rural farming communities. Next, joining us virtually today, our research person for PLC Sarangi. Mr. Sarangi is the CEO of Knowledge Innovation and Technology Private Limited and founder of My Startup Yatra. With over 15 years of rich experience across the IT industry, startup consulting, product strategy, and investor networking, he has been a key force in building startup ecosystems across tier 2 cities like Pune, Bangalore, Bhubaneswar, etc. He previously served as CEO at MTech's FMU-TBI Next COE for Industry 4.0 and managed startup initiatives at IIT Bhubaneswar. I also take immense pleasure in introducing Mr. Abhishek Mani, project head at Go-Carry Industries Private Limited. Mr. Mani is a recognized national water champion by WaterAid India for his contributions to clean water, sanitation, and hygiene initiatives. He previously served as a consultant at Niti Aayog, contributing to national development and policy frameworks. With a rich background in international development, he has collaborated with global organizations including UN Volunteers, Bangkok, UNICEF, UNESCO, and World Youth Parliament for Water. Now, I want to welcome Professor Fakir Mohan, coordinator of FMU-TBI. He is a founder member in establishing the TBI Center. Because of his immense contribution, we are in the process of implementing several entrepreneurial and research-based activities. He has successfully mentored and helped secure MSME hackathon projects. Many incubators has endorsed at FMU-TBI under his guidance. He is also well known as one of the top 2% scientists globally as per Stanford University data over the past 5 years. Now, may I request Professor Padma Rausre, Professor Department of Business Management, Fakir Mohan, to share her views on entrepreneurship, please.
Thank you, Sunil. Good morning, all. Esteemed Vice Chancellor, Sri Santosh Tripathi, guest on the dais, and guest in online mode, my dear faculty members, students. Rather, I will say, few of you are aspiring entrepreneurs who will be felicitated in today's World Entrepreneurship Day. A very warm welcome to all of you on the occasion of World Entrepreneurship Day. When we talk about entrepreneurship, it's not just starting a business. It's all about seeing an opportunity where others see it as a problem. Creating value where there is a need and having the courage to transform an idea into action. Today the world is changing rapidly. So we cannot confine entrepreneurship to one single discipline. It is multidisciplinary and requires cross-functional collaboration. In university context, I will say it is cross-departmental collaboration. Artificial intelligence, digital technologies, climate change, changing consumer behavior, and new forms of work are creating both challenges and unprecedented opportunities. In such an environment, our young people cannot remain only job seekers. They must also become job creators, problem solvers, and value creators. kind of ideation workshop where you can think that, or the myth was that if I have resource, I will become an entrepreneur. No, it's not like that. It all starts with a simple question. What problem can I solve? Please look into the surrounding, your campus, your community, where you are staying, or go back to your village or go back to your place and find what problem can I solve. A student must identify a problem faced by farmers, workers, women, local artisans, small businesses or consumers and develop an innovative solution. An idea born in a classroom can eventually become a social enterprise, a startup or even a large business. For our students, I would like to emphasize 5 qualities during your stay in this campus you must develop when you are thinking that entrepreneurship will be your career choice. I think one of our speaker will be highlighting on that. First, start with curiosity. When we talk about our sensory organs, we must use it very actively. So that starts with the curiosity. Ask questions. Observe the world around you. Every problem is potentially an opportunity. Problem is not a problem. Problem is an opportunity. So it starts with curiosity. Second, creativity. Do not simply copy existing solution. Mostly the startup or any entrepreneur when they try to copy, don't do that. Think differently. Explore how technology and human ingenuity can create better solutions. Third, courage. When I compare with other students of other states of NCR or Gujarat, we think that they are born entrepreneur. I remember one of the Gujarati student was my student. And they were born entrepreneur. And he always wanted that I will first explore some of corporate career, then I will come back to my entrepreneurial journey. Because I want to explore more and to find a better solution. In Odia or in Odisha, we found that the students' only thing which they lack is that courage. Please develop your courage because entrepreneurship involves uncertainty and failure. Failure is not the end of the journey. Remember, failure is not the end of the journey. It is the beginning of the journey because it gives you immense learning. Work on the feedback of the consumer, feedback of the market. Recreate the same thing in a different way. Fourth, collaboration. Don't restrict yourself to your own department. Go beyond department, go beyond university and interact with others. On such occasion of World Entrepreneurship Day, you will get opportunity to interact with many successful entrepreneurs. They didn't become successful in one night. So they will tell their journey how they were successful. Last but not least, responsibility. Entrepreneurship is not just about creating economic value. Remember, I am not here just to earn profit. I have to take care of my society. I have to take care of the environment. So the future belongs to those entrepreneurs who create profit with purpose. Remember, profit without purpose is not going to be sustainable. As the institution of higher education, our responsibility is therefore to teach entrepreneurship not just as a subject but as a practical way to start your entrepreneurial journey. Before I end, I will encourage students to develop an entrepreneurial mindset and move from the concept of I need a job to I can create value. So what will be your endeavor that through which you can create value for the society? Let us move from ideas to opportunities, then opportunities to innovation, innovation to enterprise, and enterprise to social impact. Dream big, start small, learn continuously, and create responsibility. dividing for 6 groups, and they will be doing the market survey, finding out the problems, and creating the entire opportunity assessment plan. And if some of them are successful, I have personally made an arrangement. I will give a few bucks of money, maybe 10,000 or 20,000 to start, so that they can return back the capital and keep the profit with them, so that they can understand that what is the concept of earn while learn and little bit movement towards the entrepreneurial journey. So this initiative we have taken in our department. I hope that if it is successful, we can go beyond the department and can find many groups where we can experiment with this and see whether it will be successful. Again, thank you all. I wish that all the aspiring entrepreneurs who are sitting in this hall will come with flying colors. Thank you all.
Thank you, madam, for wonderful insight to share with the students. Now it is time to felicitate our esteemed resource persons present on the stage. I request on the stage to kindly present the stage. May I request Dr. Ramesh Panda sir to share his valuable experience and insights on entrepreneurship as career career. Sir, please.
Thank you, everyone. And I first want to thank the dignitaries of the dais and the dignitaries present online. And it has been very difficult to speak when you are in university and joined by esteemed professors. As a business founder and entrepreneur, all the concepts are already given by Dr. and very beautifully put together. How you want to do business, what is everything is put in a very nutshell. And from the point of view, as we all want to be aspiring entrepreneur, or in the future course you want to take entrepreneurship as a career, just I will give you some insights that are happened with us in our career and when we took this job. So entrepreneurship as a career is not that the entrepreneur is not getting any job and that's why I want to build entrepreneurs, enter into entrepreneurs. So entrepreneurship is not one career choice, but it is a journey where a person builds something, and that by building something, many people join and it make career for the many. So when I started this company, before that I was veterinary doctor. I passed out as a veterinary doctor. Then I was a SBI PO, and after that I selected for NABARD grade A. Then I entered into MBA, and I was the best of the best companies from Amul, Carinthia, one of the big companies. And I thought that I am leading a great job and I am earning good. But entrepreneurship is not about that. You are settled. Entrepreneurship is always about finding a motto. Once you are able to find a motto, then all things will get connected. If I give a simple example, I was in Chennai in cabin care head office, and there I found that a lot of Korean people are working in small dhabas and shops. And I thought what I am doing after a lot of education in Odisha and in the Odia, but I am not able to justify my motherland. So there should be some motto before you enter to entrepreneurship. It is not a entrepreneurship is not about making money. Money you can make from any way. But entrepreneurship is something that has a deep rooted belief or a motto that will bring you. Even you are in the best job, you are an IS officer, you are doing great in your life, but that nudge that is affecting you, you will leave everything and start from ground zero. And that is the point you enter into entrepreneurship. Because entrepreneurship is not an easy journey. It is a journey where you will test every day yourself. Because it is not some wonderland that you will go and start entrepreneur and you lot of money will come, you are making business, you are making profit. That is not the story. You have to fight every day. If you want to fight every day, you have a motto to fight. Because why I am doing this? Because I am not getting time. I am not able to live a life of 8 to 9 a job that is wonderful life. You left everything to grind yourself, to create something that is doesn't exist. So that is entrepreneurship, and you are clear that where you are entering, what you are doing, then entrepreneurship will start. And it is not that something will left one day. You have to research. Suppose somebody want to be an entrepreneur, so he have to understand the industry what you want to enter. Suppose someone want to enter some industry, you have to understand the data. You have to go for all the secondary researches. Immediately, दिने मु भाबिली कि मु एबे जॉब करिबिनी मु एबे बिजनेस करिबी तो बिजनेस करिबी माने कोन आसी कि गोटे दुकान खोल देबी ना यू टू प्रॉपर्ली अंडरस्टैंड दैट से दुकान रो रिक्वायरमेंट अछि से एरिया यदि ऑलरेडी से दुकान पांचटा ऑप्शन से केते को इनकम करछ देन से फंडामेंटल गुडा तुम क्लियर करिबोनी देन एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप विल डिफिकल्ट फॉर यू विल लूज योर मनी योर पेरेंट्स मनी एंड हम तो कॉन्फिडेंस भी लूज हे जो आपको सेपे एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप एंटर करिया को यू शुड नो द रियलिटी तमे प्लान करके देखिबो ओटा पायलट तो बेटा बहुत पोटेंशियल करी 20-30,000 तक हमको पढिबा टाइम रे ओटा पायलटिंग में स्कोप मिली तो आईडिया तुम पाखरे अछि व्हाटएवर मे बी इज स्मॉल आईडिया से आईडिया टा 20-30,000 ओटा पायलट कर फर्स्ट से पायलट को एग्जीक्यूट कर देखो से पायलट वर्क करू छी तार से मार्केट रे डिमांड अछि से डिमांड रे पे करिया को चाहू छ पेमेंट यदि एक्स्ट्रा से पे करिया को चाहू छी देन you can take bank loan, you can invest your own money and start this one. Okay. So now we have to understand what is a business, what is an entrepreneur, and what is a startup. It looks very similar. A startup करूची, there is a business करू. The business, not every business is a startup or an enterprise. So startup, means you are an innovator. You are building something. If you are depot manufacture करूची, तो हम ऑर्गेनिक डिपो मैन्युफैक्चर करतो सब ए डिफरेंट वे एले से ଗୋଟେ स्टार्टअप हो कि सेटा ଗୋଟେ एंटरप्राइज हो ଗୋଟେ जे डिफरेंट गोल्स यू आर नॉट एन बिजनेसमैन यू आर ए बिजनेसमैन विथ ए एक्स्ट्रा हैट ऑन यू दैट इज यू आर इनोवेटर you are innovating something that is making some change in somebody's life then you are a businessman an entrepreneur and a starter and an innovator. So you have to wear multiple caps. जेटा तो multiple caps पिलिबो product how innovation को detail बुझिबो then तमे product enter करिवो then you will make miracle. अब ओ जिंसो nothing भाबोनी कि मु फर्स्ट डे आई बी बिग अंबानी हे जी अदानी हे से भी है. So start small. I will give a small example. Amul एबे प्रति दिन 1 crore liter milk कुछ गोटे 40 लीटर मिल्क बट द फर्स्ट डे फर्स्ट मंथ से 200 लीटर मिल्क तो वेयर इज 10 लीटर मिल्क एंड वेयर इज 1 crore liter milk जर्नी इफ यू हैव पेशेंस इफ यू हैव आईडिया देखो भाबु से आईडिया एक्जीक्यूटेबल देन डेफिनेटली सेटा विन करिवो पेशेंस रे दरकार इनोवेशन रे दरकार तमे तमो ट्रूथ हिवा दरकार then winning is possible. How सबबड़े be smart, be outspoken, be truthful because business cannot be done without honesty, without truth. So you have to be truthful. And anybody among you, even if it is a very good time to start entrepreneurship because 10 years back there are not lot of scope in entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship को लोगों society accept करता. Now parents, now society, now everybody is now accepting an entrepreneur. Entrepreneur is getting much more dignity than any other job now. So you are in the golden era of entrepreneurship. But to choose as a career of entrepreneurship, you should be smart, you should be clear in thought, you have a very clear vision. And also, while you are deciding to be an entrepreneur, you have to read lot of books. It is not like that कि ମୁଁ ଏବେ entrepreneur business କରି ମୋତେ ପାଠ ପଢିବା ଦରକାର. No, you nowadays entrepreneurship is very complicated. Tax ର ବହୁତ ସାରା ଜିନିଷ ଆସିଗଲାଣି entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship business is not that easy. Business online competition is. You have to have a basic knowledge on accounts. You have basic knowledge on tech. You have a basic knowledge on everything. Then you can plan to make a career on entrepreneurship. So if you want to build a strong career in entrepreneurship, prepare a book, note down the ideas, a list बनाओ कौन करेगी से 5-10टा 50टा आइडिया रो नेरो डाउन करो 3टा 4टा आइडिया की ना कि 10टा आइडिया को 3-4टा आइडिया सक्सेस सेटअप देखा अछि ता भी गोटे आइडिया को तोटे प्रोटोटाइप बनाओ पूरा मार्केट सर्वे करो प्रोटोटाइप की मार्केट रे बिक्री करो देखो से प्रोटोटाइप को के किनु तापर तारो स्केलेबिलिटी टेस्ट करो कि प्रोटोटाइप को केते टका रे स्केल करि पारि तारो ब्रेक इवन केते आसी तार कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन कोन रही तो ए सब जिंस रे तुम ट्राई आउट करिवो आ डिफरेंट ऑनलाइन ऑफलाइन वे ता बिक्री करिवो आ तार मॉडल प्रिपेयर हो बिजनेस मॉडल देन तमे से टू फुल टाइम एंटर करि पारि आमो इंडस्ट्री रे आमे बहुत वर्ष लानी आमे विलेज लेवल रे एंटरप्रेन्योर आमे हमर डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर की चैनल पार्टनर को आमे गोटे एज ए डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर देखुनु कि सब स्टॉक लिस्ट देखु आमे ताकू देखु गोटे एंटरप्रेन्योर हिसाब बिकॉज़ एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप एटा न कि कोने खाली भाबी गले एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप हो से बिजनेस टा को बुझी पाथबो से बिजनेस टा ग्रो करि पाथबो आ गोटे कंपनी बिजनेस रे चली पाथबो तो आमे ताकू कोन बोलर डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर बनउ आमे ताकू बहुत सारा स्किल डेवलपमेंट स्किल डेवलपमेंट तार होची जैसे ऑनलाइन रे बिक्री करे सिखे होची जेतरा से एप्स रे बिलिंग करे सिखे होची तो तार ऑटोमेटिकली ग्रोथ का से जणा पड़सी तो हमर जो प्रोडक्ट आ होची दैट बिकम डिफरेंट फ्रॉम द अदर कॉम्पिटिटर तो तोर कंपनी जेतरा तुम बनौ जो तार मोड बनची कि मो कंपनी अलग कंपनी टू कोन डिफरेंट होची तो वंस मोड हैज बीन आइडेंटिफाइड once product has been tested then the success is guaranteed so I will request everyone to be very much fast to understand lot of things because world is changing very fast jobs are reducing day by day if you make entrepreneurship as your career you not only make yourself growth you will make the society grow so entrepreneurship is not the need of the hour it is the need of Odisha it is the need of Balasore so everybody just start thinking that direction and let us know if you feel any problem you will contact us we will help you out and if possible we will work together with you and start building something that will save the society and change also India. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your insights. Now, following Dr. Manda, I will request Mr. Abhishek Mani, Project Head of Fakir Ministries, to share his insights and ideas and experience with the students. Sir, please.
आप सभी को मेरा नमस्कार और मैं अभिषेक अभी कोकेरिन इंडस्ट्रीज प्राइवेट लिमिटेड के साथ एज प्रोजेक्ट हेड काम कर रहा हूँ और लगभग 3 सालों से उड़ीसा में काम करने का अवसर मुझे मिल रहा है और उसके पहले मैं कई सारी ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस के साथ इंटरनेशनल ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस यूएन के साथ एज ए इंटरनेशनल रिलेशन ऑफिसर या फिर नीति आयोग के साथ 1 साल का जो एज ए कंसल्टेंट सस्टेनेबिलिटी एंड क्लाइमेट चेंज में काम करने का मौका मिला दोबारा मुझे फिर से बालेश्वर में आने का मौका मिला और आज आप सबको धन्यवाद कि आप लोग एक ऐसे दिन को सेलिब्रेट कर रहे हैं जिसको असल मायने में करना चाहिए। लोग अलग अलग तरीके के दिन को सेलिब्रेट करते हैं, बर्थडे सेलिब्रेट करते हैं, एनिवर्सरी सेलिब्रेट करते हैं, लेकिन आप उन दिन को सेलिब्रेट कर रहे हैं, उन लोगों को जो एंटरप्रेन्योर हम बोलते हैं। आप उस दिन को सेलिब्रेट कर रहे हैं जो लोग इस देश की रीढ़ की हड्डी हैं, जो लोग इस देश की प्रगति को, जो लोग इस देश के डेवलपमेंट को आगे ले जाने में, जो लोग इस देश की इकोनॉमी को बढ़ाने में हमारा सहायता ले रहे हैं। एंटरप्रेन्योर जब मन में आता है, दिमाग में आता है, मेरे मन में जब ख्याल आता है, क्योंकि मैं तो एक एंटरप्रेन्योर नहीं हूँ, ना मैंने कभी सोचा कि मैं कुछ ऐसे प्रोडक्ट बनाऊंगा या फिर कुछ ऐसा काम करूंगा या फिर मैं कई लोगों के साथ मिलकर रोजगार के अवसर उपलब्ध करवाऊंगा। लेकिन मैंने जो 6 साल का मेरा एक्सपीरियंस है वो एंटरप्रेन्योर्स के साथ ही था और उन लोगों के साथ बहुत क्लोजली मैंने काम किया और काम करके एक चीज का पता चला कि एंटरप्रेन्योर बनना इतना आसान नहीं है। बहुत कठिनाइयां आती हैं, बहुत मुश्किल आती हैं, बहुत सारे फेलियर्स का सामना करना पड़ता है, लेकिन फिर भी वो लाइन है ना कि मतलब गिर के फिर उठना, यही एक एंटरप्रेन्योर्स की निशानी होती है। आज हम इस एफएम यूनिवर्सिटी में उस चीज के ऊपर डिस्कस कर रहे हैं। मैं एक छोटी सी कहानी सुनाऊंगा। सर आपको टेक्निकल नॉलेज दे दिए, मेरा उतना बैकग्राउंड नहीं है एमबीए और मैनेजमेंट बिजनेस में। मेरा बैकग्राउंड है सस्टेनेबिलिटी, एनवायरनमेंट, क्लाइमेट चेंज, वाटर मैनेजमेंट के ऊपर, लेकिन फिर भी मैंने वाटर मैनेजमेंट पे एंटरप्रेन्योर्स के साथ काम किया। मैंने सस्टेनेबिलिटी में एंटरप्रेन्योर्स के साथ काम किया कि किस तरीके से ये जो दुनिया है उसको बचाया जाए। सोच रहे हैं लोग, आपके उड़ीसा में लोग सोच रहे हैं, आपके मयूरभंज की एक लड़की यूएन हेडक्वार्टर में जाके, न्यूयॉर्क में जाके बोलती है, ट्राइबल लड़की, कि मैंने एक ऐसा प्रोडक्ट बनाया है जो आने वाले समय में हमारे पृथ्वी को बचा सकता है। तो इस तरीके के आपके उड़ीसा से बहुत सारे एंटरप्रेन्योर हैं। मैं एक छोटी सी कहानी बताऊंगा। उड़ीसा में बालेश्वर की ही कहानी है। एक छोटा सा लड़का कभी सोचता है कि मतलब मैं पढ़ाई करता है अपनी डीएवी से। पढ़ाई करने के बाद फिर वो अलग अलग इंडिया के क्षेत्रों में, पापा ट्रांसफरेबल जॉब में होते हैं तो अलग अलग जगहों पे जाते हैं। अलग अलग जगहों पे जाने के बाद उन्हें अलग अलग चीजों को सीखने का मौका मिलता है, चैलेंजेस को देखते हैं। उसके बाद वो वही बेटी से पास आउट होते हैं। उसके बाद फिर वो आगे गुजरात चले जाते हैं अपने कैरियर को बनाने के लिए। उसके बाद वो फिर साउथ में चले जाते हैं अपने कैरियर को बनाने के लिए। वो अपने कैरियर के पीक पे होते हैं जहां उन्हें एक अच्छी सैलरी मिलती है कि मतलब उतनी सैलरी में हम अच्छे से अपना जीवन यापन कर सकते हैं। इस अच्छी सी सैलरी पाने के बाद, 3 लाख से अबव सैलरी पाने के बाद उनके मन में एक ख्याल आता है कि क्या मैं सिर्फ अपने लिए जी रहा हूँ। उनको उनकी कंपनी ऑफर करती है कि आप थाईलैंड चले जाओ, विदेश चले जाओ, वहां जाके हमारे प्रोडक्ट को आगे लेके जाओ, हमारी कंपनी को आगे लेके जाओ। उनके मन में यही ख्याल आता है कि मैं तो थाईलैंड चला जाऊंगा, मैं तो विदेश चला जाऊंगा, लेकिन मेरे पीछे जो मेरे दोस्त हैं, मेरे घर के लोग हैं, मेरे मित्र हैं, मेरा परिवार है, मेरा उड़ीसा है, उसका क्या होगा। उसके बाद फिर वो उस चीज को क्विट कर देते हैं वहीं पे। आप सोचिए 3 लाख की सैलरी पर मंथ बहुत होती है। उसके बाद उस चीज को वहां पे क्विट करके फिर वो दोबारा जीरो से शुरुआत करते हैं। जीरो से शुरुआत करने के बाद कंपनी का रजिस्ट्रेशन करते हैं, लोगों को जोड़ते हैं, सबको इकट्ठा करते हैं, अलग अलग टेक्निकल पार्टनर्स के साथ मिलते हैं, लोन के लिए अप्लाई करते हैं, लोन के लिए अपनी सारी चीजें दांव पे लगा देते हैं। उसके बाद जाके फिर आपके उड़ीसा में आने वाले समय में अभी हम वो एस्टैब्लिश किए गोकैरिन इंडस्ट्रीज प्राइवेट लिमिटेड। हम रामानुज सर की बात कर रहे हैं। इन्होंने अपना एक पूरा कैरियर, मैंने देखा है, मैं सर को जब मैं गवर्नमेंट जॉब में था उसके पहले मैं जब यूएन में था, मैं सर के साथ जुड़ा हूँ बहुत दिनों से। मैंने देखा कि मतलब फेलियर्स बहुत सारे आए, इनके साथ जुड़ के 4 महीने से फिर मैं वापस उड़ीसा आके काम कर रहा हूँ। आप लोगों ने वो केजीएफ मूवी देखी है? वो जब छोटा रहता है और वो पोस्टर एक लगा रहता है रेमंड का या फिर किसी कपड़े के क्लॉथ का एक ब्रांड का एक पोस्टर लगा रहता है। वो जाके पूछता है कि इस पे क्या लिखा हुआ है, तो वो कहता है कि ये कपड़े का ब्रांड का नाम लेके फिर आगे बोलता है सिंस 1927 या फिर सिंस 1947, एक कोई ईयर बोलता है। तो फिर वही उसके दिमाग में, हीरो के मन में ख्याल आता है कि मैं एक नाम नहीं एक ब्रांड बनूंगा। तो फिर वो आगे जाके कभी बोलता है, इंट्रोडक्शन देता है कि मेरा नाम रॉकी है सिंस 1947। तो हमें एंटरप्रेन्योर उसी हिसाब से बनना है, हमें मार्केट की चीजों को देखना है, हमें कई सारे चैलेंजेस को फेस करना है। हमें हमारे जीवन में बहुत सारी कठिनाइयां आएंगी, बहुत सारे चैलेंजेस हैं, सारे कंप्लायंस को कंप्लीट करना है। गवर्नमेंट के आने वाले समय में गवर्नमेंट के रिस्ट्रिक्शंस बढ़ते जा रहे हैं, जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटीज कम होती जा रही हैं, कंप्लायंस की जो लाइन लगती जा रही है कि आपको ये भी करना है, ये भी करना है, ये डॉक्यूमेंट में तैयार करना है, ये भी करना है। फिर असली चीज पैसे की, लोन कहाँ से मिलेगा, कैसे मिलेगा, प्रूफ हुआ कि नहीं हुआ, उन सारी चीजों को हमें ध्यान में देना है और हमें विश्वास रखना है, अपने लोगों को साथ में लेके चलना है और एक सफल अच्छा एंटरप्रेन्योर बनना है। थैंक यू सो मच यूनिवर्सिटी, आपने मुझे इनवाइट किया। थैंक यू सो मच।
Thank you, Abhishek sir, for sharing your beautiful and wonderful insights and experience. I'm sure students must have got motivated. Now, connecting with us virtually, I request Mr. Priyasi Sarakti to present his reflections and ideas on entrepreneurship. Sir, please.
Respected party sir, respected Ramanujan ji, Abhishek ji, and last but not the least, Sunil ji for giving me this opportunity to speak. Thank you everyone for joining this session. And really, I do apologize because I was not able to present physically. My birthplace is only 3 kilometers from the university, and I'm so unfortunate that I'm not able to attend this session today due to health issues, or else I could have been present the education. Coming from the topic entrepreneurship. Yes, entrepreneurship. It is the art of risk taking and the art of creating the jobs. To do a solution. Ma'am has said that you should be a job creator rather than a job seeker. This is one part of entrepreneurship. Ramanujan ji said, do a realistic, plan it, how to plan it, and start building something. Yes, you need to plan it very cautiously. If the plan fails, it will be very risky or it will be very difficult to again start it. Because the opportunity, the cost of opportunity is too high. Mr. Abhishek, you said how to celebrate entrepreneurship and the struggles of entrepreneurship. Yes, I have failed in about 3 startups, had taken exit in 2 startups, and presently I am coordinating around 3 startups pan India. We know the struggle, we know the pain when we get up, we know how to attempt to be in it. Like yesterday till night 12 o'clock, I was doing some assignment. We are working with the entrepreneurs and into the deep tech. In fact, one person was building a satellite. He's a Udia guy and building a satellite, which he will be launching from Bangalore. So we have to do it, and so there is a struggle, and we need to live in it. सुबह 5 से लेकर रात को 12 बजे तक ये आपको सभी को कॉल आएगा, आपको उठाना है, because this is dream book entrepreneur studio. And Dr. Pari, who had inspired me a lot, giving a good job in Korea and coming back to do something in Odisha, that is in Balasore, which even I dared to building a story. I did my first entrepreneurship startup in Balasore. Left the job in Bombay, came down to Balasore and started from Balasore. We had a team of 6 guys. In 6 months, we were able to crack a deal in Nagpur. We got a deal in Nagpur. We did a project. It was a really charming project. But unfortunately, sometimes we were not able to beat the societal pressure. So when I said about this entrepreneurship is a risk, आपको डील तो क्रैक कर दोगे, पैसा तो आ जाएगा, बट बीवी जब पूछेगी अरे कर क्या रहे हो, मुझे पता नहीं, पति कर क्या रहे हैं. Mom, when I was sitting at home and giving my time to my parents, my mom used to say, से बोलते कौन मुझे जाने नहीं कौन बालासोर I want to visit Balasore. My first startup you can find it at PhD consultant. It's registered in Balasore. But we had none of the clients were from Odisha, not even in India. Most of our clients are out of India. So I have a lot of time. I used to stay with my mom, and mom and dad. I used to take her to the market. Sabzi kharidna hai, market jana hai. But she is not able to comprehend. She is not able to क्या बोलते हैं हजम नहीं कर सकते नौ से तो ऑफिस जाने हैं कर क्या है that's the biggest challenge for entrepreneurs because we never stay in a systematic process हम लोग प्लान करते हैं we get like Mr. Ramanathan said we plan it we do the really thing but we never believe in the 9 to 6 kind of job so that is the beauty of entrepreneurship जैसे अभिषेक जी बोले yes we need to celebrate entrepreneurship you know जब पहली बार 2011 में जब मैंने जॉब छोड़ के स्टार्ट किया मेरा स्टार्टअप क्या हुआ तुमने जॉब से निकाल दिया क्या हुआ ये हुआ अरे कॉन्ट्रैक्ट करेगा दुकान करेगा क्या आगे क्यों इधर because many of my friends almost 70 of my batchmates are right now in US when I used to visit their parents क्या हुआ जॉब छूट गया निकाल दिया and number of things they will ask you because in our society we never celebrate the entrepreneurship we celebrate the job seeker or who do get a job or who do stay in a job we are from that culture who celebrate ये नवंबर कौन उठे डोंगा जगह में छाड़ू कौन ना कोई तो बंदा right yes no कोई तो बंदा ना कौन we were from that generation or we were from that culture who celebrates entrepreneurship way back हजार वर्ष पूर्व हमें डोंगा हम लोगों ने उड़िया लोगों ने उड़ीसा में जाएगी इंडोनेशिया में बिजनेस करेगा हमें स्टेज जनरेशन होते थे हमें सेलिब्रेट करो but now we will not celebrate we need to celebrate entrepreneurship we need to promote entrepreneurship if anyone is starting a startup we need to support it এটা তো আপনাদের বলে 2011 কথা 2020 রে I was in a part of a company called Balasore Bangalore ଥିଲା ସେଟା ଏବେ ଆପଣ Google search କରିଲେ ବାହାରି ପଡିବ ଗୋଟେ ଏବେ one of the founders is and it is a US station company हम ସେଟା satellite रे AI यूज करके crop monitoring हम करते 2020 रे हम करते मणिपुर मिजोरम तमिलनाडु कर्नाटक महाराष्ट्र हमें ओडिशा भी एंट्री करते लो यूपी रे हमें ଗୋଟେ ବଡ ଇନଷ୍ଟିଟ୍ୟୁଟ it was supported by a Japanese company technology Japanese technology हमें एटी मणिपुर जिनसे एक्सपोर्ट करते to Australia using satellite technology and ସେମାନେ ଅଷ୍ଟ୍ରେଲିଆ ସେମାନେ ପ୍ଲାନ୍ ଦେଖୁଥିଲେ using crop monitoring mechanism as well as हमें तेलंगाना में भी ଜିନିଷ ଅପରେଟ୍ କରୁ but ସେତେବେଳେ ଜିନିଷ କଲୁ ସେଟା I just moved out I had a family ମୋର ଛୁଆଟେ ଥିଲା ତ ମୋତେ ମୋ ମା କହିଲେ ବାବା ମା अरे पेंडेमिक ଅଛି ତୁ ତ ପଳେଇବୁ and I had an opportunity to go to Canada pandemic ତୁ ତ ପଳେଇବୁ हमको किए नहीं आना abruptly move on करके बालासोर से पहुंच गए हम को ऑर्डर बहुत लग गया था so I had to take an exit 2020 में एग्जिट कर गया किसी नहीं बैंगलोर में किसी कोर्स लेट किसी नहीं काम चिनी भी नथली I think 6 months बसली and it was a really tough time for me I did some investment of around 17 company I invested for support investment is an investment not in cash company or cash in hand not you know in Odisha I was not getting that opportunity कि हाँ ठीक है आपनकर बिजनेस एटा प्रॉब्लम होते चलो तो will support you मैंने people चला दे कहीं चाकरी स्टडी के तरह मु रियल एस्टेट कंपनी था वर्ल्ड नंबर 1 इन रियल एस्टेट था मैं एस्टेट 17 कंट्रीज रो सर्टिफिकेट है ये बोल रहे चाकरी स्टडी तो जापानीज इन्वेस्टमेंट कंपनी का स्टार्ट करोगी none of the guys said कि ओके फाइन जा रहा है आप कौन करेगा same thing when Bangalore में कोलकाता would support करो तो through my startup after हमें भी स्टेज जर्नी का इनिशिएट करू तो इवन वी हैड टॉक डिस्कशन विद मिस्टर रामानुजन जी कि हमें चाहू तो जदी कि एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप करिवो कि जस्ट नीड टू हैव एन आईडिया कि जस्ट नीड टू हैव द एनर्जी ठीक अछि सर हमें करिवो दैट्स इट करिवो माने 24/7 इज योर इज आवर टाइम rest everything is formula based we can help you business plan जदी रामानुजन जी को we help in building micro enterprise अभिषेक जी को we support in building micro enterprise आडिशन जी को मो पेटेंट करे चाहू कि मो पेटेंट यूज करिवो even there are multiple other guys in our team who are working in IIT IIM so they are ready to support us अपन करो now we want that thing if anyone is really interested for entrepreneurship how very deep connect to us, just everything is possible. Fund ଆସିବ, we can help in getting the fund. Investment हो कि banking हो. ଆପଣ ଆଇଡିଆ ମ୍ୟାଚୁର କରିବାର ଅଛି, ମୁଁ ଏସ୍ଟିଭିରେ 3 ବର୍ଷ କାମ କଲେ, ଆମର କାମ ହିଁ ସେଇଟା ରହୁଛି। ପ୍ୟାନ୍ ଇଣ୍ଡିଆ ଆମେ ଏମର୍ଜିଂ ଟେକ୍ନୋଲୋଜି ଟକ୍ ଏନି ଆମର ଟେକ୍ନୋଲୋଜିସ୍ we can work with it. ଆପଣ କହିବେ ଆମକୁ ବିଜନେସ୍ ପ୍ଲାନ୍ ଦରକାର, we can talk with any of the management institutes in India because my institute had partnered with multiple management institutes. ଆପଣ କହିବେ ମୋର ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ୍ is going to differ ଜିନିଷଟା ହଉନି because sometimes things never goes as planned. So you have to have patience and you have to wait for it. It is not like a job kind of thing. लेकिन मासा 30 तारीख की जो एक सेल्फ दरवाजा है. It is entrepreneurship. In दिन में लोगों को पैसा चाहिए, 30 दिन में लगेगा and 3 months में लगेगा. So sometimes the things may not be as expected. So we need to work with it. Have a problem? चलो, अगर सारे वाले दिन में बात करें, we will be conducting population studies. Well, entrepreneurs will be just coming down and sharing the problems or sharing their thoughts. I tell you, when there are cases in Pune, we have a big group. Even Pune, जो agency our group में हम बस 40 months. मास्टर भरा है 40 months. तो पता है भाई बीवी, मैं तो बीवी को बोल नहीं पाता हूँ कि मैं इतना लोन में डूबा हुआ हूँ. 3 दिन बाद तो एम्प्लॉय को सैलरी देना है. आज तक मैं क्लाइंट ने पेमेंट नहीं किया है. तो क्या करूँ? अरे इन्वेस्टर्स मेरा फोन नहीं उठा रहा है. This is the scenario that entrepreneur will be going. And yes, if they will be sitting with us, उसको हम लोग even if we are not able to pay them anything in currency or in money, at least we can be their supporting hand. भाई ठीक है चिंता मत सोचते हैं दिन बाद क्या होगा देखिए. Because sometimes people goes down, the things goes down so bad. Even Ramadan also can tell he can feel it up. So bad. Maybe just someone is sitting beside us and saying, okay, fine, चलो next time क्या होगा. Which we say is the value of death. We just want the things to be crossing the value of death. And the last but not the least, the future which is coming up is not about job seeker. It is about job giver. I really appreciate him being a junior of mine when he is doing when I had a discussion with him. I really appreciate and respected him. And he had touch at least he's starting something from Balasore. Let's see if we can create more entrepreneurs in the district of Balasore with the support of parties and Sunil so that we can do some marvelous kind of thing. Yes, thank you. Any questions?
Thank you, sir. Now we'll take some questions from
Sir, you are mute, sir.
ଯଦି କାହାର ମନ କିଛି ଡାଉଟ୍ ଅଛି ଏଣ୍ଟରପ୍ରେନ୍ୟୁର ଉପରେ ଆମ ରିସର୍ଚ୍ଚ ପର୍ସନ ପଚାରି ପାରିବେ. କାହାର ଡାଉଟ୍ କିଛି ମନରେ କିଛି ପ୍ରଶ୍ନ?
Some questions should start right now.
କିଛି ତ ମନରେ ଚାଲିଛି. ହଁ. This startup innovation competition was supported by the Department of Higher Education. So you should think of new ideas and come up with it. So every year they will conduct this session, and after qualifying for top three winners in institutional level, you will qualify for university level where you get a chance to get 1 lakh grant for developing this prototype. So this is a huge opportunity to grab this. So next year be prepared. So the participants will get the certificate now. I'll call the name. Sir, this year the Inter-Department Innovation Startup Conference 2026, the participants who have participated in this event, I'll call those names. So they will come to DICE and collect the certificate from the dignitaries. So please. So first name is Deepak Biswal. Swatantra Ranjan Biswal. The students who are absent, you can collect it from TBI. Rudra Narayan Gadai. विमल कुमार खड़क, स्पंदन कुमार खड़क, स्पंदन कुमार, स्वतलीना स्वाई, इतिस्मिता विश्वास, विक्रेंद्र पिलार, सुभाषिष मोहांती, अनुभव मोहांती, अंशुमन मोहांती, जयनिधि बेहरा, पद्मा सामंत, आशुतोष बेहरा, कान्हा राउत, पार्थसारथी तोरक, अस्मिरेखा साउथ, आर्यन साउथ, दिव्यरंजन स्वाई, स्वामी अभिषेक दास, आशुतोष दास, भवानी शंकर दास, Anyone later? Abhishek Adarsh, Abhishek Adarsh. So now it's the most awarded time that announcing the top 3 winners. So the third prize goes to Hemarani Chaudhary, Department of BSBT. And Kiramani Vishwal also, she has Samikya Priyasini. Now the second prize goes to Sanghamitra Mohanty, Department Commerce, and teammates are Abhishek Adarsh and Rasmirekha Pale. Now the first prize goes to Puranjay Sahu, MA in Education, ID 4,000. Let us give a big round of applause. Let us give a big round of applause to these talented students for this outstanding efforts. We thank all the participants and congratulate the winners. Now I invite Professor Pankaj sir to address gathering and share his insights. Sir, please.
Very good afternoon to one and all. In absentia, esteemed Vice Superintendent Professor Santosh Kumar Tripathi sir, for an urgency meeting he had to attend with the Department of Higher Education. He couldn't join yet, but he has committed that towards end he will join. On the dais today with us, esteemed guest, Dr. Padmalita Rautray Madam, my colleague, our university. Our respected Dr. Dr. Panda, Mr. Mani from Bokari Industry Limited, Mr. Priyadarshi Sahu, who has joined our virtual mode, esteemed faculty members of the dais, Professor Sujal Ray sir, Senior Professor, or all my faculty members, colleagues of our university, lovable students, research scholars, my dear friends. Today we are celebrating Entrepreneurship Day, and already the importance has been highlighted by each of the speakers. I hope I am not going to repeat those things which may certainly be mimicking again. I would like to give certain new insights which will really be beneficial for you at your career, at your endeavor in future. In fact, I would like to give insight of our story of Fakir Mohan University, where we stand today. Since we are celebrating, we must have an idea where we start. The day we are celebrating Entrepreneurship Day, the concept has been given like it is not of business, it's not of startup. And I can say all are integrated. Maybe start with idea, followed by innovation, followed by policing innovation, so-called mentoring, and then transforming to prototype, then so-called pilot scaling, then go to market. And this is overall the growth of an idea, how it can become market ready, right? And of course, the work of business, that's the profitable modality. We in Fakir Mohan University work in non-profitable modality. In fact, all these young minds in this room, particularly students, what is new with them is their young mind. If you realize, you can work many things. How you are oriented for your academic journey, same if you can nurture a bit. I can't say full time, a bit. Maybe some point of time at night, when fresh morning, or interacting with friends in classroom, wherever the place you never know, because sometimes idea knock at your mind, and n number of idea comes to your mind, right? But the n number may not be transformed. So concept should be very clear. I should be focused in specific. Therefore, the message for the today's day from me is that we should not be a thinker, be a critical thinker. When certain things comes to mind, I just put it like in a side. It has come, it has bounced and gone back. I didn't share with my friends, I didn't share with my teacher. Sometimes I confine, it is my own one, somewhere I will do. That is the logic is good, is that I feel insecure. But at the same time, if I am trying to share, I am trying to expand, I got lot many avenues in ahead, lot many other ideas coming to picture, and lot many negative things also come to mind. But each of the negative, each of the failure, each of the idea you share with everyone is new directions you have frees, from which you got again some idea and idea. So lot many ideas and words in your mind, among them you try to identify, segregate, and those things can be better if you are well linked with your mentor. The mentor can be your friend, can be your parent, can be more importantly, today we are sitting with all the academicians, faculty members, professors with you. Okay, they can be the best mentor in my understanding. Because we feel that the journey they had till now, so-called experience. Every experience is accountable, right? When we see, it certainly happened like when I entered to this hall today, I found only 10 people are there. I requested various department head, sir and madam, please send your student. But that's what really, gave me that kind of negative impression. What is wrong with us? Like, student doesn't take interest. I understand in classroom also see the same thing. Problem is that this generation not ready to listen the talk. Because they say like, every day everybody come and say something, how come it's so practicable? Like, no, it's not like that. But fact is that you come and sit, that is enough. You know what? If I have a 2 hour talk, only one really strike your mind again and again and again, and that give the transformation, which is logically proven. Like all the three speakers, one by one, if I go on talking, I just try to have a catch what they said. Dr. Panda was saying about your motto. So your enthusiasm is first. Something to do, your passion, your dedication. That entry has to bring in your mind. Unless you put your entry, you cannot do anything. My interest is not there. 100 things put in front of you, you are not going to be connected, right? So please bring entry within you and do something. I know all of you are not going to do. I know some of you will go to government sector, some of you will go to private sector, some of you will be entrepreneur. We want also that few entrepreneur, and of course indirectly, directly we are into the entrepreneurship. If I take an example for Fakir Mohan University, not many things, facilities are there. Let us start one by one. We are talking about Dhanno, Panno, Minno. Each of them are the venture of entrepreneurship. If you start rooting each of these issues and try to address, it will do anything. But hardly I find you student, don't take it negative way. I don't criticize. But I want to ignite your mind. Facilities are with you. But how good you are going to be connected, that is up to you. So your enthusiasm is first and foremost important. Okay? Today's all the three invited were the example for you because they have expressed their journey. The journey itself is the learning for you. You can go beyond that. I don't say what they have gone because you are unique. None of the people inside this room are, alike. All are different because we are thinking in our own way, right? But you try to find some of the inspiration, some of the thought-provoking idea, which will really make you, stand somewhere. You can take next level. And I was just watching KBC, 2 weeks back, I think. Couple of entrepreneurs, I don't recall their name. I was really surprised. They both were ISRO scientists. Later point of time, I don't blame again government. This is their own intellect. Dr. Panda has said he left so many jobs. He was mentioning about Dr. Mani was mentioning about his journey when he left the job and thought of back to his own society and serve for the nation or the district, right? The same kind of the thing has been, found. I could find from their interview. Both of them are the partner, two friends. They started, the weapons of the missile launch, and today they are billionaire. I think 4,000 or 5,000 crore capital there. This turnover. What they mentioned. I haven't realized, person already being settled. The scientist, and ISRO scientists, what form they are working, right? We are talking Chandrayaan. We are talking about mission, moon mission, that Mars. So all these things you are associated, they were the young minds. But they struck to their mind that why can't we venture our own way, right? So this is kind of the example. So you need to be fascinated. That's more important. Unless we dream, we are not going to execute. So we need to dream big and dream high. And some of them dream can be transformed. Okay? So I don't want to give much of, about, as I was telling, I'm not going to repeat. Today I'll talk a story of Fakir Mohan University, where we started and where we stand, and the possibility each of you can start thinking how the entrepreneurship can be taken to next level here in Fakir Mohan University. Sir, please. Okay, so I talk about Fakir Mohan University when we started 2021, just joining of our esteemed vice chancellor. Prior to that, I am personally associated to identify Fakir Mohan University how can be a national figure. Yes, in order to get something big, you need to aim big. Therefore, we try to have our identity in nationalized level. That's matter. And we are the Fakir Mohan University, the first university to be recognized MSME Government of India Nodal Center. This is possible just because of our leaders. At the same time, all the contributions of our faculty members, because the facility at that point in time, what has been created, that has been overlooked, that has been evaluated by Government of India with the verification. I was just a part of that to facilitate the process. So it is not my effort only, the entire team of Fakir Mohan University effort. But more important thing is that journey was not very simple. We are just people knack. We have to have our incubation center alive, and we have to have our student has to be nurturing some idea inside this campus. So that journey we started thinking, we thought of have our own identity. Then we had our center, which was the first edition. So we were successful in 2021 under mentorship of our Vice Chancellor, Chairman, Council presently, Professor Agrola. At that point of time, I recall Professor Balasore was there. Registrar Madam, she is our Director of innovation center will accelerate company. And this is a non-profitable model company. I think Panda understood well. And fact is that we need to have this platform that has to be in place. Sometimes we are reluctant to do so. I can do at home. Incubation, innovation I can do, but it has to be recognized. In that way, Madam is part of that, in administrative and control finance. He has to give some funding support, right? For executing an office, you need to have finance, right? He's part of that. I am as a coordinator. Surendra joined, I think 2022, right? 23, 2 years later. At that point of time, we got recognized, we started. This is what the verification process I was telling. The team has visited to us from MSME Qatar. It's from center from India, and they are from Qatar. They have visited, and they have their almost 90% of the feedback. No, your Fakir Mohan University cannot be a center. This is the direct feedback. I'm telling you. Like I was telling the failure. I am not saying we have achieved great, but what is the struggle I wanted to tell you. And that day, I think our regular, register madam was absent. That time CEO sir was announced. So he was there. He said he was cooperated with us, let us have a meeting with them. And then during the discussion, they found, what is here? I said, everything. They said, no, we don't have space, we don't have infrastructure. I said, we are having this mind. So that was the really blossoming mind. I hope little bit struck to their mind. They have submitted their comments. And 2 months later, we received some comments. You need to work on so and so an area. The revision takes place. I think for the researcher here, they can understand when you submit a paper, research paper, they give, editor, reviewer, they give comments. Same as up here. Then we revised, we submitted. And almost I forgot whether we get to know, because almost 90% was negative. How come I can believe that we will be having so? So the first commission they have done, and then I recall the name, 2021, 10th February, the syndicate has taken the decision we will establish incubation center in the name. Later, as I was telling, this is our success story we got from MSME, Government of India. You can understand here. This is the later we received. We got a happiness that our center has been identified. I'll tell you the story gradually how we are progressing of now. Okay. This is at that point of time when we started COVID time. Actually there are a couple of pictures you will be noticing. We are having certain boot camps exclusively initiated by Government of Odisha. Okay. Sometimes startup van camp comes, startup jatra comes, because I understand, again I repeat, our students has to be somewhere streamlined. So government also has taken initiative that how to bring those nurture and culture in their mind. And in that way we have done boot camps time to time. That you can notice that startup Odisha is there. We had another meeting with Srishti Academy. They have done MOU with us. They have also helped us, how to strengthen our ecosystem. Okay. And then he is the person, couple of students we find, very Subrajit I must mention, these two fellows. They are our first incubating from our Fakir Mohan University Center, not from MSME Hackathon. With their own wish, they thought of to do something for Balasore. And they are happy to invite 2 students. And one of them is doing PhD with me. And for your information, they started 10 lakh rupees seed from startup Odisha. Today, they are having turnover of 6 crore rupees. And this is our success story. When that team has visited, they have highlighted their outcome. They are going to have developing this kind of bio-ink based bio chips. They are going to sensitize and monitor the contaminants of wastewater. I want to highlight it, Mani. You said you are not entrepreneur. You are into the entrepreneur. You see, this is the biggest issue of Balasore. We are a vulnerable region of contaminants, including exclusively fluoride. We are working in research level. We are yet to transform the technology. We hope we will be connected with you some way and we will be working together. Yet, I had to say they are joining. They did a move with us. They are the first incubating. And gradually, I was telling about hand campaign. You see, students like you, today we are here. We also celebrated. We participated. They got some case prize award. They got some, this is kind of this cheering movement, right? And you will be part of that. Of course, several schemes coming for you also. I know today first year students have joined. Welcome to all of you. You will be also part of that besides our existing student. Okay, so many opportunities are coming ahead. Then after that, we continue this 2020. This story I had to highlight very big way. When it started, another incubating they was telling, being MSME Hackathon, MSME is recognized center, we got 11 ideas, 11 projects. Okay, and me and my team, my faculty friends, we have to mentor all the 11 projects, first phase from our center, then we submit it to MSME hackathon. And we are fortunate, luckily, we got first project supported from Government of India, 15 lakh rupees for 1 year. That is for hackathon 2. This is the success story. She is the girl, Sheetal. Her husband happened to be alumni of Fakir Mohan University. That is the, again, I'll tell you, driving force. The person comes with the alumni thinking of the university and could happen, they could able to develop the product. This product is very important. They have developed a transferable bed chair for disabled people. Disabled people, someone is lying in the bed, nothing is working, only hand and foot is little bit prompting, right? Just putting the command and hand and foot, they can ask for nurse, they can directly go to washroom of their need and they can give command and putting the programs. And for your information, I will come to the success story towards the end. Is it there? Sugandu, last slide is there about their success story? No missing. Okay, then I have to highlight. This is the product we haven't realized. We started in 2022. She completed her work 2023 and 2026. This product has been selected among 26 best product of India under MSME Hackathon and presented to the President of India. And she has been awarded. And one day again we have events. She will be coming here. She will be sharing the journey. I am not here to tell about her story. This is our achievement. I am part of the mentoring process. Okay. Then here, like some year, like last year, 2023 and 24, we also have celebrated Entrepreneurship Day. We have our local entrepreneurs who can say established industry here. In Balasore, a very famous for so many plastic industry, right? So I think from plastic industry, he has joined up. I think what is his name? I'm just forgetting. Sangram, yes. Sangram Dasji. It's an established industrialist. Here, Imami is nearby. Imami, Balasore, several plastic industry, among plastic industry is from, I think, what is that company? Hari Plastic. Yeah. So we used to invite those people to ensure you that, I'm not saying all of you, but you can be in the platform and their journey itself will helping you out how you can also enjoy in the future. And then, here is the case. I have to tell you a very important thing. I think there is a very big and many number of students are here to experiment today to celebrate here. But we want to have those the minds. They are really thinking of critical. Let us confine a small group. All of you can participate, but make it segregate of small group. Right? I emphasize here again of what? Let us have multidisciplinary approach. Not confining only one department student before we know. The physics can work, physics with biology can work, biology with MBA can work. So you can have political science can work, commerce can work. And let me tell you the issues are like that, all are interconnected. And if you really want to develop a big thing, you need to work in a team. So what my words for you is that let us think of that critical mind and come to our incubation center. We have a critical thinking. Puranjay already been associated with us, who has been winner of our first level competition. See, he is also part of our mentoring process. Okay? And in mentoring, lot many things we are going to learn. And it is not happening in classroom, but if you really have a polished mind, come up with your idea, we'll try to polish it and we'll try to transfer. You can be part of government scheme to get funding. I know this is the biggest issue for the students, where will get money. Money is there. But you need the way how you are going to grab it. So we are here to sit to mentor you. Besides our incubation center, the team, you can go to each of your teachers. They can be also best mentor. So these are some of our achievements. Gradually we started off having incubation one by one. Today we are having 8 people. I don't go in each of them. This is some of the opportunity for you. You think of getting some fellowship from different ministries. Okay? I was telling you about MSME story. You can think of this biotechnology is a very big one. We can big projects we are getting 50 lakh rupees. But in a team with mentors, you can work. And for your information, they are in the process of getting a product or technology, not into transform of research publication. Okay? So you can think of really, you can have do anything, but you need to know the way how I am going to venture and get some funding support. So government is there, but we can mediate you how we are going to get it. Nidhi, National Initiative Developing Harnessing Innovations. This is the again initiative of DST Government of India. They are having the startup scale. Okay, you can be part of that. Yeah, I forgot here. Startup Odisha is here. Startup Odisha is having several things. What is the thing is that I have to highlight here? Seed fund. Seed fund means initially you have prototype you want to transform. They will give you all support. Once it is being transformed and going to be a successful one, Let's say you are getting 10 lakh rupees of fast venture. It doesn't come less than 10 or 20 lakh. Then it can go to 1 crore rupees. They are going to fund you. What is their outcome then? They are working, parallel with you. Without any give and take, nothing will work. They will also highlight your things in their platform, and you will also going to be gainer for your transformation of your journey of entrepreneurship. Here, these PG students, the possibility of financial skill are telling, we have a share capital where we are going to provide, if you want to have development of prototype, we need to have work on some cutting edge research. Some innovative things should come, particularly if your knowledge ambition is there. If I am thinking a retro one, definitely will work, but I am not sure in a pace of race where you stand. So think of something cutting edge research, like you were telling about wastewater purification, sustainable technology. Something should come, something beyond box, right? And validation, recognition, you need to have participation in competition so that you will have an idea where I stand. Maybe something I'm lacking, if I can add something, and my friends is doing, I can do still better. I'm again repeating here, I don't compare with other, but I have a part of mind doing something different. Alright? Mentorship network I already highlighted here. Infrastructure access, FMU-University, we started with couple of room here, and you'll be noticing within 2 weeks, just in the administrative building right side, physically 5 people are going to be seated there. They are already with us, they didn't get space. Some of them are virtual, but now physically they will be spread. So you can be part of their journey and you can be associated with them to learn the process. Right? Skill development is always this part of that, and this is what community engagement, it is also our interest. We need to be contributing some way as a startup. And already I talked about the story, and I had to add something. We have Imami here in the bottom section, because besides those things, also we want to have your skill development. We have one center called, we are developing, sanitary pad for manufacturing unit here. And Imami has supported some finance part, and we have our infrastructure support and technical support, and combined together, today we could able to train, particularly girls can participate, boys can also participate, because in this machine making, making process, packaging process, marketing process, all is based, not necessary for girls. And this is what is ensuring that skilling can possible for K1 University. We started doing this venture, and it is now successful model. Yet to be market ready, almost 95% work is done. I think all of you can visit in front of administrative front side, couple of room market. So that was the initiative by Imami Paper Mill Pass. This is, I was telling the story, Neelam Murati. Yeah, like last year we have started Hackathon Innovation Contest from our center. He is the person, of course he is from our affiliated colleges, but he got it along with our student. He got first round 1 lakh rupees and second round from Government of Odisha 5 lakh rupees, and he is continuing to work with our university. And I hope many of you are going to be part of this process. Okay? This is our second hackathon, Hackathon 3.0. I told about that transformable bed chair, Hackathon 2.0. This is 3.0. Just tell the interest I tell you. She is the lady, Dr. Nivedita Jana. And for your information, she is not a simple lady. Simple means in terms of work style I'm telling. She is the director of incubation center of ILS, Institute of Life Science. Can you believe? She thought of upgrading our Fakir Mohan University to develop a product. She participated just because inclination that as a chemist, she is a chemist. I will contribute and will develop a material. She will develop a material. Already MSME validated. We are at the end of developing the product here in Fakir Mohan University. She got 50 lakh rupees from Government of India MSM Hackathon 3.0. And this is the success story that's come in second project from MSME Government of India. Recently, Swavalambi Group has associated with us the MOU. They want to train you all how you can think of, ideation can be strengthened. And very soon we are going to have bootcamp with you all. This is third project of Hackathon. This bottom one. She is the girl. She recently got Hackathon 5.0, again 15 lakh support. From that MSME, I told you the story. MSME are recognized. They are giving one by one project. For your information, we are submitting 20 projects. And each of you can be part of that. We never know. Out of 20, sometimes we can get 10 projects from MSME Government of India. That stage has not come yet. We are grooming and we try to strengthen better and greater in future. At the top, she is, actually that sanitary pad, madam, she is already associated, I think, for developing that particular material. Actually, let me tell you, we didn't have that much scientific in that particular thing. She is the person concerned. She is already been highlighted in Odisha. she is associated with along with Imami and Fakir Mohan University. We are developing that sanitary pad. This package here. Alright, so this is the future plan of action, and almost we are ready to get funding support from Government of India 1 crore rupees. Now I think this 2 crore rupees yet to come, but it is already, since we are successful getting the several projects in MSME, we are in this MSME venture, we will get a funding support for infrastructure development. For whom? For you only. You need support. What kind of support? Financial support, technical support, scientific support, infrastructure support, instrumentation support. Here, MSME can provide. Same as I was telling by that. Same as of telling DST, same as of telling startup policy. So there are several schemes. Please, you can Google. I think you are all in Google. Very good. But you are not going to in a focused way. You are just browsing some lighter thing. If you really interest, part of the thing you focus on a specific one and try to find all these procedures or the possible ways, possible opportunities, possible funding opportunities, then many things is possible. Okay. This is about Fakir Mohan University coverage of, this like every year we do that. So coverage. Thank you very much for listening to me. And I hope where we stand, we are not big. We are very small. Again, I repeat, we are still small, but we are impactful. Thank you.
Sir, am I audible?
Yes, audible.
Yes. Sir, जैसे आप लोग अपडेट दे दी, बड़े कंपनी के साथ आप लोग डिटेल दे सकते हैं। बालेश्वर रजिस्टर्ड कंपनी, very recently so around $50 million funding पाई थी। गुड़गांव में तो अपडेट करा था। ये नेक्स्ट टाइम जो बालेश्वर है, सिर्फ प्लानिंग अप्रोच से मीट करेंगे। ये बालेश्वर रजिस्टर्ड कंपनी।
Discuss, sir.
Yes, sir.
क्वेश्चन सेशन भी स्टार्ट करेंगे कहाँ हमारे कुछ डाउट अच्छी हाँ तो सर तो बच्चे सर
Yeah, anything comes unless you have an inquiry, you won't learn anything, right?
किसी मन को आसुची एंटरप्रेन्योर बिजनेस पर
here.
हाँ स्टार्टअप बिजनेस
बेसिक प्रिंसिपल बेसिक
हाँ।
बेसिक क्वेश्चन আছে
किसी मन को आसुची डाउट वाली
किसी भी there is no financial
Yeah.
आपको गाइडलाइन का दरकार न पहुंचाएंगे। बराबर है।
अच्छा समस्त मन प्रश्न अच्छी गाड़ी चाहिए होगी तो
Yes, make it.
हाँ माइक
Let him start. Someone has to start.
स्टूडेंट
I think although in few minutes they can say. Let's start. Yeah, very good. Anything.
तो नाटा कोई को डिपार्टमेंट
My name is Fakir Mohan and I am from Commerce Department. So I have given a idea that is study connect that will help the students to find the maze and to near the college or the university. So I have that plan, but how to group that plan? So I have some difficulties in that.
idea from yes
So that people even this is an app. So in that app you can connect.
these are the more highlight on this so you want to build an app where you can find the students can find the location that they can stay and stay. So what is the difficulty you are facing? You have an idea. What
How can I can do these things? So I have don't have any broad scope or a broad idea that to facilitate this kind of.
first thing you just have a survey around that area where there is what is the difficult students are facing in terms of accommodation. Okay, there might be 2-3 months of rent taken or what are the problems they are facing. So first to list down those problems and see if there is any solution that can better solve the problem than the app. Building an app is easy, then registry is also easy. If some brokers are giving better solution or the loyalty or the trust is better with the broker than to the app, then that nobody will come to the app. So app should solve a critical problem that is of trust. Okay. Second, the app should be very much transparent. So those things you have to understand. You have to first understand what is the core problem, and then you have to go and talk to the stakeholders. Like those are mess of things. Now, what kind of problems are the students are facing? Students are what problems are finding the facing. Okay. Then just make a WhatsApp group like that. Okay. See that in developing a WhatsApp group and bringing them and connecting them. What is the flow of information? How they are connecting? After the business model will give a thing. Is somebody ready to pay for finding me a good hostel or good room? Is somebody ready to pay? In those directions, we flow, understand, and then definitely there is some problem I can understand. Somebody will click. How decided है जो? इसे थोड़ा कहते लगे यार ये चाहिए वो नहीं, ये डाउनलोड करिए नहीं, ये हमें कहीं कम्प्यूटर ऐप में कोई सा हो. Don't worry about that. Just start discussing, start having the discussion, start building small groups, make it dead, then prepare an app. Actually, app बहुत easily बनी है उसकी. से app में देखो register हो तो दिखी. ठीक है सकते हैं. You have some more. देखो then definitely we will get. Register speedy sir.
हाँ please sir अपन किस पर इसी ऐसे
फर्स्ट थिंग नई मार्केट के सर्वे करा सॉरी फर्स्ट थिंग नई मार्केट के सर्वे करा सेकंड थिंग कौन से ऐप प्लस वो बिजनेस करियो और बिजनेस रे कोटिंग है टेक्नोलॉजी जोटा हमें ऐप यूज करो तो તમે કોણ બિઝનેસ કરેલો કે આપો તો સર કરે પ્લાન કરો દેન તાપરે તમે કોણ એપ ને કોણ એડ ઓન્સ કરવો એ તો ડિસાઈડ કરો કે એપ ને આપણે સાંગે કરો but first go into the market survey ground to lab doctor looking sir बताओ तो તમારું કોણ રિક્વાયરમેન્ટ તાકુ નોટ डाउन करो एंड देन नेक्स्ट लेवल की बात करो
next question three winners जाले ଗୋଟେ क्वेश्चन ପଚାରିବେ ତ ସଂଘମିତ୍ର ମହାନ୍ତି ଗୋଟେ क्वेश्चन ଆଟଲିଷ୍ଟ ଗୋଟେ क्वेश्चन ପଚାରିବେ
I'm Samudra Manthe from the Department of Commerce. Sir, our brand is called Reclaim, where we reupcycle the wastage like fruit tops and coffee bars into make of protein bars and chips, veggie chips. But our there is already brand established like USA Banana, Reclaim. They are already established. But our question is that how can we do our product positioning in our Indian market, because most of us people think that how can a waste become a edible food. So how can we do that? How can we do the marketing and how can we support this our plan, because we want to start it actually, and we want to there is always like a single product they are doing, but we want to do in a big one. We want to do three things like chips, protein bars and pearls. So we want to like how to do the product positioning in the Indian market.
sir please sir
I think Ramanujan is the right person to answer this.
First thing that ये जो segment है ना, ये FMCG segment है, इस segment में positioning and branding is very critical. तो positioning branding बुझे पड़े थे तो हमें brands को create करो. तो brand is a specific utility food. इधर वो कौन सी अमूल, वो होंडा कौन सी, particular जिनसों के टाइम पे पड़ा है. इसे brand का सी जिनसों represent करो. जब तुम्हें वो product कौन सा healthy chips की healthy bars कौन सा, तो तुम्हें health का वो सुबह highlight करो. तो तुम्हें reflect करना, pamphlet करना, small app, videos बनिए चाहिए. से AI ने देखिए वो कि unhealthy जिनसों के कितने different कहते हैं harmful to the body. तो ये फसाई पे देखो जी कि तुम्हें वो पनीर, फेक पनीर ये सब नेला रखो. पेन पॉइंट है जब तुम कस्टमर से କଥା हो तो खाली कस्टमर जर्नी साइड कस्टमर जेतले प्रोडक्ट किने किनिबा आगुरु तार इंटरेस्ट डेवलप करिवो से कोबे सुनिबो कि हां गोटे प्रोडक्ट मिलुची तापर इंटरेस्ट हो जिवो तापर से किनिबो एबारे आइलो गोटे किने छोटो गोटे बार किनला ना गोटे बॉक्स किनिबो इंटरेस्ट डेवलप करने क्लियर कट बेसिस तमे तो चिप्स खाउ छो से कोलेस्ट्रॉल लेवल बढ़ी मो चिप्स रे कोलेस्ट्रॉल लेवल बढ़ी पता ये जरूरी कोलगेट मुझे ऐड करना कि क्या आपके स्पॉट में नमक है नमक का घरे घरे थिला उसी जो क्वेश्चन टा पुट कर देला कि कोन अछि तुम नो हमें ब्रश करे टाइम भाबना हो छै नहीं तार उसे चाकल अछि नहीं तो इनसो कोन कि प्रोडक्ट ता तमे कोडी पोजीशन करे तमे गुटे वेक्टर भरी में स्नैक्स बनाउछो कि तमे प्रोटीन रिक्वायरमेंट फुल करे में स्नैक्स बनाउछो कि एटा हेल्दी स्नैक्स कि एमिटोटा फन स्नैक्स तुम कैडबरी पोजीशनिंग अलगा अलगा चॉकलेट कंपनी रो पोजीशनिंग अलगा मार्स रो पोजीशनिंग अलगा तो तमे पोजीशनिंग ता कोन पोजीशन करे पोजीशन माने कोन रिप्रेजेंट करा जरा फकीर यूनिवर्सिटी को जो तो पूरे आसी के स्केल पूरे पढ़ा बहुत थी टीचर फाइन थिबे तो पोजीशन ता now सेटा केमिति होबो तमे 10 तो पूरे फोकस ग्रुप डिस्कशन माने किछि हमारा फर्स्ट आइडेंटिफाई करे कि कंज्यूमर की 18 35 40 की जॉब करूची या से फर्स्ट होची कंज्यूमर आइडेंटिटी क्रिएट है से आइडेंटिटी क्रिएट कर सला परे पूरेटा कंज्यूमर आइडेंटिफाई करू ना प्रोसेस 30 टू 1 आवर होते फोकस ग्रुप डिस्कशन तुम प्रोडक्ट स्पॉट एबी टेस्टिंग करियो ता पैकेजिंग इज द सेल्समैन पैकेट ऑफ प्रोडक्ट सेल्स पैकेट और एबी टेस्टिंग करियो ते ग्रुप प्रोडक्ट में तो ए ग्रुप बी ग्रुप आउटलाइन आपको दिसना फीडबैक आप मैच करियो ई सब चीजों कला करे तो तमरा पोजीशनिंग डिफाइन सेम पोजीशनिंग में कि स्टिक करियो दैट द प्रोडक्ट आप ब्रांडिंग पोजीशनिंग आप बनाने এটা তো প্রোডাক্ট বহুত ভালো স্কেল করে you have to positioning branding और ब्रांडिंग में क्या मतलब 50 लाख का खर्च कर देबी सेलिब्रिटी को नहीं ऐसे भी इसकी आप चिप्स खाइबो आप ब्रांडिंग हो ब्रांडिंग में सीमित नहीं ब्रांडिंग बहुत तुम्हें गोटे यूएस कंपनी कोन करला से बहुत यूनिक वे ब्रांडिंग करियो अब Usain Bolt says that our chips is very Usain Bolt same Usain Bolt our normal कर ना Usain Bolt से टाक करे की मार्केटिंग करे you have to find a very easy very cheap way of marketing तो the product trend चल सी अबे for example now अबे फर्स्ट टाइम पे से आईएस ऑल्सो दे is बहुत फेमस है ताको इंस्टाग्राम ଅଛି कि ताको जो से जो कोजो ट्विटर को जो से हम प्रोडक्ट टैग करके कमेंट करो किसी लोग तो देखिए कि those way of marketing and branding you have to start in your product
Thanks.
Thank you, sir. Emirati Chaudhary.
Second
Emirati. इनका अछंती किरामणि विश्वाल श्रिया समीक्षा प्रियसनी
Hello, my name is Emirati Chaudhary from Department of Bioscience and Biotechnology, and our topic is anthocyanin enabled smart biodegradable fuel for food spoilage. तो इसका जो तीन मेन ये है कि मतलब ये अभी तक मास में स्टार्टअप नहीं हुआ है, ठीक है, और मतलब ये कहीं भी हुआ ही नहीं है, तो ये न्यू एक इनोवेशन है। तो इसका जो मेनली तीन चीज हम लोग मतलब देख रहे हैं इसका कि एक फुल स्टेबिलिटी है, वीक स्ट्रेंथ और कॉस्ट और स्केलिंग है। मतलब
What is the question? Your innovation is understood. What is the question then? What is the struggle? What do you want?
मतलब इसको हम लोग एक मास में कैसे डेवलप कर सकते हैं?
Scale.
Please, sir. Say, work କେମିତି କରିବେ, say, scale up କେମିତି କରିବେ?
ଆପଣ ଗୋଟେ ଜିନିଷ ଅଛି ବିଜନେସ୍ କ୍ୟାନଭାସ ମଡେଲ ଗୋଟେ ଗୁଗଲ ସର୍ଚ୍ଚ କରିଦେବେ ବିଜନେସ୍ କ୍ୟାନଭାସ ମଡେଲ ହଁ ସେଇଥିରେ ଆପଣ ପୁଟଅପ୍ କରନ୍ତୁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଜଣା ପଡୁଛି ଯେ ଆପଣ କଣ କରିବେ କଣ କରିବା ଦରକାର କଣ କରିବା ଦରକାର ନୁହେଁ after it then you can take it on ଆପଣ ମାସ୍ କୁ ଯିବେ କି ମାସ୍ କୁ ଯିବେ I know you asked the question ki okay I want to go for mass production but is your product going for mass production or is it for niche production that you need to find it out first. Design the business canvas model, look into it, then ask Sunendra is there, Padikar is there, Ramanujan is there, then you ask them, okay, मुझे ये करना है, help me out. Most of the things when I was doing the three questions that I heard, you answer questions, perfect. But had you guys ever used the business canvas model, क्या business with the customer, कहाँ पे customer जाएंगे, customer का investment कितना करेगा, revenue कितना आएगा, खर्चा कितना हो सकता है, 9 quadrants. Just fill it up with the quadrant. Just fill it up details in the quadrant. Automatically you get a clear picture of your business, what you are doing, what you are expecting. Yeah, Ramanujan ji.
आपका जो इनोवेशन है ना वो डीप टेक में है
सर ये एक्चुअली सर मैं आपको एक मतलब ये हम लोग लैब स्केल पे किए हैं तो ये मतलब साइंस रिलेटेड है तो मतलब हम लोग पहले इसको खुद एक्सपेरिमेंट मतलब करेंगे कि मतलब कैसा हो रहा है नहीं हो रहा है उसके बाद हम लोग ये करेंगे ना
जितना लैब बेस्ड टेक्नोलॉजी है वो सब डीप टेक है तो डीप टेक का जो टाइम पीरियड ऑफ फ्रेम ऑफ स्केलिंग होता है वो लंबा होता है तो अभी जो है आपका जो भी प्रोटोटाइप बना है तो प्रोटोटाइप बन गया है प्रोटोटाइप कौन से स्टेज में स्केलिंग स्टेज में प्रोटोटाइप या फिर आइडेंटिफाइंग स्टेज में
सर आइडेंटिफाइंग
हाँ पहले ना प्रोटोटाइप जब पूरा स्टेबल प्रोटोटाइप बनेगा प्रोटोटाइप ए प्रोटोटाइप बी प्रोटोटाइप सी जब आपको प्रोटोटाइप पे भरोसा हो जाएगा कि ये प्रोटोटाइप अभी मैं एक स्मॉल स्केल यूजेबिलिटी ला सकता हूं ठीक है वो प्रोटोटाइप जो भी प्रोटोटाइप सी में आपको कॉन्फिडेंस आ गया कि नहीं इसका कुछ एक्स यूटिलिटी निकल तो एक्स यूटिलिटी निकालने के लिए आपने पहले पेटेंट करना है जो आपने काम किया है क्योंकि और कोई भी सिमिलरली काम कर रहा होगा या फिर आपका कोई बंदा उसको बता करके उसको और कोई भी पेटेंट कर देगा तो जब आपका प्रोटोटाइप कॉन्फिडेंस आ जाएगा और आपके पास पेटेंट हो जाएगा तो फिर आप जो इंडस्ट्रीज है उनके साथ कोलैबोरेशन का पार्ट देखिए तो वो क्या इसके साथ कोलैबोरेट करके हम कुछ प्रोडक्ट डेवलप कर सकते हैं या फिर अगर हम इसको 3-4 बकेट में आप आइडेंटिफाई करें कि पहले की 50 टन पर डे का एक प्रोडक्शन होता है स्केल तो बहुत बड़ा हो सकता है तो उस स्केल में क्या उतना डिमांड है अगर वो डिमांड है तो उसके यूजिंग ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है वो क्लाइंट से विजिट करिए कि सपोज मैं आपको रिक्वायरमेंट है 100 टन मैं अगर आपको 100 टन प्रोवाइड करूंगा तो क्या आप उसको परचेज करोगे अभी या फिर आपका कोई किसी के साथ एमओयू हुआ है वो सब चीज जब आप आइडेंटिफाई करोगे उसका अभी जो प्रोटोटाइप का कॉस्ट आ रहा होगा आपका ठीक है सब कुछ आपका प्रोटोटाइप का कॉस्ट 1000 रुपए आप उसको कैसे इंडस्ट्री 200 रुपए में चाह रहा है तो क्या स्केल करने में 200 रुपए में वो कॉस्ट ला पाऊंगा वो सब जो क्रिटिकल क्वेश्चंस आप पूछोगे then you go for scaling your scaling needs large investment large capital so you should first have a full control over a product क्लाइंट भी फिक्स होना चाहिए डिमांड होना चाहिए सब कुछ जब इकोसिस्टम में होगा देन यू गो फॉर स्केलिंग अभी आप प्रोटोटाइप को ऐसा डिफाइन कर दो जिसको हम इमीडिएटली किसके साथ लेके ट्राई रन करके स्मॉल स्केल डिमांड जनरेट कर सकते हैं
डिमांड तो है मतलब आजकल प्लास्टिक पैकेजिंग हो रहा है ना तो ये
just to add to our students when you work in laboratory we identify as innovation and what we do in lab skill we end up then we come up with idea we got award this that is fine the moment it comes market ready and say TRL 1 2 3 4 prototype okay First thing is that in order to go for scaling, I need to go on semi-pilot scale study, followed by pilot study. Then it can go to industrial study. It's a long way. But what I'm telling you, that it will take time. You have to go for this freezing your idea. Therefore, you need to go for patent. Then you can do the semi-pilot study in laboratory itself. Why I'm telling, when I develop a product, always we get everywhere. Science will make 100%, 99.98%, right? Where your scale is 50 ml. If I talk about solution, or your scale is quantity 20 gram, 100 gram, nanoparticle 0.1 gram, doesn't make sense when you're talking of scaling. Have you really studied 100 gram, 1 kg, 10 kg, 100 kg? Then we come talk. What is the again I can say dream? Because we cannot pick up, unless you really develop the raw material to that level. So at least you can do, in the 100, when you think of base scale, when you're doing laboratory, same in semi-pilot may reduce to 90. Again, pilot scale maybe 60. But doesn't make a problem, like, the equipment size increase. The turbulence is more. Say, specific area is increasing. All these things are, dimensions will change. Once dimension is fixed, that dimension you need to test it. So those sort of setup has to be done in laboratory itself also. Or like Sara suggested, you can tie up with concerned industry or working in that area. They are having this setup, the semi-pilot, pilot. Same one, you can strategize to work on that. Then you can proceed. This is what, as my experience goes, I was working in metal extraction process. When we do study initially in 100 ml. Again, we will have in our leaching tanker 10 liters capacity. We do it. Another leaching tanker in laboratory itself, we are having 100 liters. But if you don't have to, I didn't work in laboratory. But when I had to work, I was at point of time 2007. In Hindustan Zinc Limited, they are having a laboratory 5,000 liter scale. That is called pilot scale. When that model becomes successful in 5,000 liter scale, now it is industry. So I can tell you, it's a journey of long, but your idea has been reached so far. Patent is yours. The moment it becomes scale up, you can transfer the technology to concern company or whoever else. Yeah, that takes time. You need not worry. It's good. You have identified, like you can go on freezing and go on doing scaling tests, small scale. In laboratory possible. For example, you are developing material. I am having color technology very simple way. Like bulk material I said, someone was asking previous time. Bulk. You can pack it, no. You develop pack pad reactor. So pack pad in laboratory possible, right? You do in a vehicle. Then we have pack pad, column study. Series you can connect. Okay? Or parallel setup you can connect. Those sort of things should come to your mind. And for that, our incubation center will support in research stage mentoring with function faculty member. And tie up industry will help you. They are ready.
Thank you, sir.
The last question from Puranjay.
सर मुझे सर्विस का काम थी नॉर्मली आइडिया लैब्स के थी ताको प्रोडक्ट बेस्ड प्रोटोटाइप से तो क्रिएट करियो तापर टेक ट्रांसफर अछंती जे की कोलैबोरेट करी कंपनी का यस सर तो ठीक है जी लास्ट क्वेश्चन
बहुत सिंपल क्वेश्चन मैं पचारिबी एटी बहुत जन अछंती जमान को हम घर परिवार रे कहू के चाकरी करिया को चाहे मो क्वेश्चन होची हाउ टू टेक फेलियर एज ए अपॉर्चुनिटी जेतोला हमें फेल ही जाऊ हमें प्रोटोटाइप करू जो हे पारेनी एक्सपेरिमेंट करू जो हे पारेनी सेतरे को डिमोटिवेट ही जाऊ हाउ टू टेक दैट डिमोटिवेशन और दैट फेलियर एज ए न्यू अपॉर्चुनिटी
Priyadasi sir can take question, then I will answer it.
Yes, sir.
ସମସ୍ତେ ଆଜିକା ଡେଟ୍ରେ ଆମେ ବସିକି ସାର୍ ଏକା ଗୁଗଲ ମିଟ୍ କରୁଛୁ ଚାଟ୍ କରୁଛୁ ଡିସ୍କସନ୍ କରୁଛୁ ଗୋଟେ କମ୍ପାନୀ ଅଛି ମାଇକ୍ରୋସଫ୍ଟ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ କମ୍ପାନୀ ଅଛି ଆପଲ୍ ରାଇଟ୍ ସମସ୍ତେ ଏମିତି ବୋଧେ ପିଲାମାନେ ସମସ୍ତେ ଆପଲ୍ ମାଇକ୍ରୋସଫ୍ଟ ଜାଣିଛ ନା ଟେକ୍ନୋଲୋଜି ସମାଜ କରିବେ ଟେକ୍ନୋଲୋଜି ଜେରା କରିବେ ସେମାନେ କମ୍ପାନୀ କଲେ ଷ୍ଟିଭ୍ ଜବ୍ସ କଲେ ଦେଖିଲେ ଆଜିକା ମାଉଣ୍ଟ ୟୁଜ୍ କରିବେ ମାଇକ୍ରୋସଫ୍ଟ କଲା ବିଲଗେଟ୍ କଲେ ହଁ ଟେକ୍ନୋଲୋଜି ଦୁଇ ହଜାର ଯାହା ଆଜି ପ୍ରୋଜେକ୍ଟ ୱାର୍ଲଡ ରୁଲ୍ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ଇଟ୍ ୱାଜ୍ ଡେଭଲପଡ୍ ବାଇ ଜେରକ୍ସ ଏବେ କୁହା ଯାଏ ଜେରକ୍ସ ଟା କଣ କହିଲା ଇଟ୍ ଇଜ ଏ ଫେଲ୍ଡ ଏକ୍ସପେରିମେଣ୍ଟ ଆମେ ଏକ୍ସପେରିମେଣ୍ଟ କଲୁ ଆଣ୍ଡ ଡୋଣ୍ଟ ନୋ ହାଉ ଟୁ ଡୁ ଇଟ୍ ଇଜ ଏ ଫେଲ୍ଡ ଏକ୍ସପେରିମେଣ୍ଟ ଦିସ୍ ଇଜ ଷ୍ଟେଟମେଣ୍ଟ गिवन ବାଇ ଜେରକ୍ସ କହିଲେ ସ୍କୁଲ ମାନେ ବାହାରି ବାଟ ଅଛି ଏବେ ବି ଅଛି ସ୍ପିଚ୍ ଟା କହେ ମିଟା ପାଣିଟା ରାଇଟ୍ ଭୁଲ କୋଉଠି କି କରେକ୍ଟ ହେଲା ବଟ୍ someone else so there is none of the experts or none of the product is failure every product has its own time and place যদি ওলাটা এইটা যদি ওলা যেটা সরি উবেরটা আগে ହେଲା ତାପରେ ଓଲା ଆସିଲା ଓଲାଟା ବାଙ୍ଗଲୋର ୟୁଜ କଲା ଓଲାଟା ଆମେ ବାଲେଶ୍ୱରରେ କଥା ଥାଏ 15 ସବୁ ଲୋକ କଣ କରେ ଏ ଆଜି ଗୋଟେ ପାଗଳଟା କହୁଛି ମୋବାଇଲ ୟୁଜ କରି ଗାଡି ଡାକି ଦଉଛନ୍ତି ବହୁତ ବାହାର କଥା ବରା ମୋ ମାଇ ରେ କହିଥାଏ ତ ଯୋଉ ବି ଜିନିଷ ଆପଣ ଆରଏନଡି କରୁଛନ୍ତି ଯୋଉଠି ଆପଣ କେସ୍ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ଆପଣ ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ ଯେ ସେ ପ୍ରଡକ୍ଟଟା କୋଉଠି ରୋଲ ଆଉଟ୍ କରିବେ is the market ready to accept it is the customer ready to accept it then only you roll the product out there is no failure in any of the thing never have never said 2011 ଆମେ ଫାଷ୍ଟ e-commerce ଫୋକସ୍ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ କରିଥିଲୁ ବାଲେଶ୍ୱରରେ ପ୍ରଡକ୍ଟ ଆମ ପାଖରେ ଥିଲା ହଳଦୀ ଆମ ପାଖରେ ଥିଲା କନ୍ଧମାଳ ଆମେ ପ୍ରପୋଜ କରୁଛୁ ଏକ୍ସପୋର୍ଟ କରିବୁ ସେଟା ମୁଁ ଜାଣିଥିଲି e-commerce ଫୋକସ୍ ଆମେ ଗୋଟେ ବନେଇଲୁ DSL କୁ ହାତ ଗୋଡ଼ ଯୋଡ଼ିଲୁ MSP ଡିପାର୍ଟମେଣ୍ଟ ହାତ ଗୋଡ଼ ଯୋଡ଼ିଲୁ ଆଉ କିଛି କରିପାରିଲୁ କିଛି କରିପାରିଲୁ ଦେଢ଼ ବର୍ଷ सेम थिंग बैंगलोर में हम करते हैं मतलब कंपनी पर लोग तो उसको मतलब मैं बस कर भी करते हैं लोग जाने का जरा कौन देखो आप बैंगलोर कंपनी में बने दो दिन में हम कंपनी में बने सब कुछ काम करे बात है तो मुझे बोलते हैं ऐप पे दिन सब और एक ऑर्गेनिक हो ई को तो ग्रुप कोई बोले तो घूमने से क्या कोई बोले कि बालस आप प्रोफेशन नहीं बैंगलोर में तो सेकंड है the customer don't do target अपन बोलते हैं they should know where and what to do and believe me again I'm repeating there is no product or there is no failure in it
Yes, sir. Yeah. I just add with you like he has shared his experience. Sir. I try to relate with innovation. Today, first slide, this background slide was having electric bulb. I hope all of you know Thomas Edison's experiment. And this was the 1001st experiment. Okay. And let me tell you, he is the only person having, I think, that many number of patents in his life. That is the highest one ever across the globe, as I understand it now. And as per his statement, each of the failure experiment was the new direction of his experiment, for which you succeeded at the end. And that is what, if you are in the process of developing the technology or product, all these issues has come, all the negative or the failure has come. I think each of them has given some result for which you succeeded to go for next one. So I felt all the failures are new experiments and new directions. This is my answer.
On behalf of Fakir Mohan University, Technology Inclusion Foundation, I extend my heartfelt thanks to all the dignitaries, faculties, guests, participants, attendees for making this today's World Entrepreneurship Day celebration a grand success. My gratitude also goes for guest of honor Professor Bhavendra Rautre as well as our esteemed resource persons Dr. Ramanuj Panda sir, Mr. V.S. Sarangi sir, and Mr. Abhishek Mani sir for sharing their valuable insights, knowledge, and real-world experience with us. Special thanks to all the participants and student winners of the Interdepartment Innovation and Startup Competition 2026. Your enthusiasm and creativity are the spirit that drives entrepreneurship forward. I express my deep appreciation to Professor Pankaj Padi sir and the entire organizing team whose dedication and hard work made this event possible. A big thank to our media team led by Samisha Madam for skillfully capturing and broadcasting this event, ensuring it reaches a wider